Hello students, welcome to our e-learning session. See our text front page of our textbook. See, this is our general science 6 standards general science textbook. This front page, it we can see the contents that we are going to learn throughout the year. See the magic of shadow with the help of light. The boy is experiencing the magic of shadow. So the girl is also she is experiencing the motion of butterfly. It means this year we are going to learn different interesting things from the science. Okay students, which lessons we are going to learn? See, this year we are going to learn 16 lessons. It also consists of universe, fun with magnets, light. At the last we are going to learn this, but starting we are going to learn air, water, that is natural resources, living world, it means biology section. Okay students, and due to biology, the back page of our textbook, it also consists of biological world, that is diversity among living things. See the our back side page of textbook. See back side, it shows, this page shows diversity among living things. Here I am going to explain first lesson of our science. Natural resources, air, water and land. See students, observe the picture given alongside. What we see there? The birds are flying in the sky. The aeroplane is also flying in the sky. The sailboat and fishes, we see them in the water, while the cow is grazing on the land. Trees also see, we can see it on the land. The river is having water which is fluid. It flows because it consists of water. Water is liquid. It means we see things in air, water and land. This air, water and land, they are part of the earth and they form atmosphere, hydrosphere and lithosphere of our earth. Atmosphere means what? The air surrounds the earth, means the thick envelope of air, the thick layer of air surrounding the earth is called as atmosphere. While water and land together form the surface of our earth. This air, water and land, they are the factors. They are important to sustain the living world on the earth. We can continue our life on the earth because they satisfy our basic things. Hence, these are called as natural resources. And we see living things in air also, in water also, in land. So all the living things and the atmosphere, hydrosphere and lithosphere where we where they live together form biosphere. Okay, all these spheres form naturally. Now, what are the five layers of the atmosphere? We know atmosphere is having different layers. The layer which is close to the earth is called as troposphere, and it consists of thick mass of gases, means greatest proportion of gases or greatest proportion of air is present in troposphere because it is close to the earth. Understood? Close to the surface of the earth. And then after troposphere we see second layer of the atmosphere, that is stratosphere. And then third layer mesosphere, then ionosphere and last one exosphere. As we know, air is a mixture of different gases. These gases together form, they come together, they mix together, these gases, and form air. As these gases are invisible students, we cannot see air. We feel it, but we cannot see air. Which gases makes air? What are their proportions? We know that nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, water vapor, dust particles and other inert gases or 6 inert gases together form air. So from these gases, nitrogen is present in large proportion by volume. Nitrogen is near about 78% by volume, while oxygen it is present 21% by volume. Carbon dioxide is present 0.03% by volume. 6 inert gases are present 0.07% by volume, while argon it is present 0.9% by volume. As these gases, they help the living things to survive on the earth. They are helpful to living things. They protect living things by maintaining maintaining stable temperature. Hence, the atmosphere protects the living things. Now, these are the constituent of our air, which are very useful. So, some of the uses: see, nitrogen. It helps living things to build necessary proteins which are useful for growth, bodybuilding. It also useful, these proteins, to repair wear and tear of our body. And other uses of nitrogen are, they are useful in packaging foodstuffs because it prevent the foodstuff to react with oxygen. Understood? While oxygen is very important constituent. It is used, no one can survive without oxygen. So it is useful for respiration, it is useful for combustion, it supports burning. Hence, oxygen is useful for combustion. Carbon dioxide is used by plants to make their own foods. We know that plants are autotrophs, and all living means all animals depend on plants for their foods. So this food is prepared by plants due to carbon dioxide. While other gases, they are also having their uses. We use them for different purposes. See the name of inert gases: argon, helium, neon, krypton, and xenon. They are having very beautiful uses. Number one, the argon is used in electric bulbs. Helium is used for sudden lowering of temperature, and also for generating lift in airships. What are airships? Airbuses. Understood? So they are used for generating lifts. And we see decorative light during festivals like Diwali, Ganpati festivals. These decorative lights, they are they are made by using neon, while krypton is used in fluorescent tube and xenon is used in photography. Now, if the proportion of gases in the air, if it get disturbed due to certain man-made activities, we know that we use air for our own purpose, and we survive on the earth because of air. As to satisfy our needs, man had said, we set up different factories, colonies, then vehicles are made by using other resources. And when these factories, they emit gases in the air, these gases, they are makes the air polluted. That is how air gets polluted. We are going to learn from this part. when all the proportion when all the constituents are in proper proportion, air is pure. But when their proportion get disturbed, when one of the constituent, its proportion get increased, we say air is getting polluted. Means this air becomes harmful for living things, as this air, it is responsible for many diseases, for other activities, which is responsible for the degradation of our atmosphere, our degradation of our health, our public health, our personal health. So these are the effects due to air pollution. And this air pollution we observe because of the emission of different gases from factories, from vehicles, from combustion of incomplete combustion of our fuels. Certain gases gets emitted like carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, sulfur dioxide, and the solid very minute particle of carbon, that is soot. When they get emitted in the air in largest proportion, air gets polluted. So, due to air pollution, the balance of constituent gases gets disturbed and it affects the health of living being. In metropolitan cities like Mumbai, Pune, Nagpur, their boards they display at heavy traffic some boards which shows the level of carbon, sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide, and their level get crossed during evening time because of increase in vehicles and due to increase number of their incomplete combustion of fuels. How human being get protected from the harmful effects? We are going to learn from the ozone layer. You are having any doubt about pollution? See, this is the ozone layer. And see, troposphere, then fluorocarbon, that is CFCs, and after troposphere we see the ozone layer. Understood? It is in between troposphere. After troposphere we can see it in stratosphere. Understood? So this ozone layer is made up of ozone gas which consists of 3 atoms of oxygen, O3, and we can say it is present at the lower part of the stratosphere, and this acts as a filter. Okay, it filter the harmful lights, UV lights of sun. Understood? Because these UV rays of the sunlight, they are responsible to raise the temperature on the earth. They are responsible for certain types of cancer in living things. Understood? So, as they are harmful, we are very lucky because of ozone layer as they get protected. So, this ozone layer is destroyed because of human activities. Because of some uh, gases that released in the air like chlorofluorocarbon or carbon tetrachloride, the ozone layer is destroyed. Because chlorofluorocarbon is used in air conditioner, it is used in refrigerator, and nowadays we are using them in large quantities. So this chlorofluorocarbon is emitting by air conditioner and refrigerator continuously. It gets mixed in the air and it goes up and up, get react with ozone. So ozone layer is, we are observing hole in that ozone layer, and we know that through the hole the sunlight comes down having UV rays, and it is responsible to increase the temperature. So in order to make awareness in every human being, 16th September is celebrated as Ozone Protection Day all over the world to make everyone understood. The next part of our lesson, that is water and land, we are going to learn in next